I wasn't gonna do one today because I've been losing so many subs going live. And it's a double-edged sword. But I was just talking to David Blakely, and he's like, man, where you miss your lives, where are you? So I says to him, David, for you, I'll go live just a little bit today. Not a long one, just a little bit. It's tough, man. I did a few live streams, 2 in a day, and you guys have no idea how many subs I lost because of that. And it seems like if I don't mess with my channel, my subscriptions go up. If I hang out and come live and talk with you guys, my subscriptions go down. I'm not going to stop hanging out with you guys and not doing these lives. Oh, have you? I'm sorry to hear that, Drew. But I'm not going to stop doing lives. That's never going to stop. That's not the whole purpose of here. But hello, David, whom the bell tolls. Ha! Technically, you got a notification, and that's a bell, and it's for whom the bell tolls. Then I did this live stream for you, so it makes perfect sense. Yeah, I won't do 2 hours. This one will probably be more like 30, 40 minutes. So we're just going to do a quick chat. I just didn't want to leave you guys hanging. And, just because I lose subscribers doesn't mean you guys should have to suffer just because my channel is suffering. You guys tune in and you support me so much. So it's only right that, who gives a damn, I guess, well, I have to maintain at least a number. I have to maintain a number. And as long as I guess I'm over that number, the numbers be damned at that point. Zero, I guess 1,000 would be my 0. So as long as I'm over 1,000, I'm happy, I guess. Until YouTube decides that you need 10,000 subscribers. And before you know it, there'll be only PewDiePie and Brad and I guess Keemstar. Bloody hell.
There's one behind your computer.
Oh, thank you. Wunderbar. So, did I get the Toll Booth cartoon? No, not yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to order it on the 1st of the month. I'm going to order it off Amazon. Oh, hello, Troy. Good to see you. Glad to have you. Shelly, as always, pleasure. So, oh, well, congratulations. That's good stuff. Mate, platoon sergeant. Oh, that's good stuff. Good for you. What's really good though is not coming off as pushy, but if you guys do remember to share, tag some people in your social media that you think might enjoy some of these live streams, and don't remind them to, hey, don't forget to subscribe. You have no idea how much that actually helps. And I can see when someone tells me, hey, I sent it out, and all of a sudden I see 5 or 6 gains. I'm like, hey, okay, well, I appreciate it. I saw some positiveness. I know you do, David. I know. David and I were just talking on Facebook, and I know you do, man. I know. But I don't want to sound like a needy person. Please subscribe to me. Just putting it out there, This is the rules, the ways of YouTube. It almost seems like they punish us for going live, but you would think that this is what they want. This is good stuff. We come up with good stuff on this channel. We have a lot of fun. It's definitely not your average, Oh, was it? Yeah, I'm your hero. That's funny, David. That's funny. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I can be your hero. No. That's funny. Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its ongoing mission to boldly explore new worlds and strange new civilizations. To boldly go where no one has gone before. Now note, here's the difference between the old Star Wars theme and the new Star Wars theme. it was in the old Star Wars theme. It used to say, "We'll boldly go where no man has gone before." But then when they did Star Trek: The Next Generation, they decided that it wasn't appropriate just to say where no man has gone before. So, and I agree with that one. There's no problem in that one. So they changed it to boldly go where no one has gone before. And I think I kind of like that a little bit better. So, the ladies' restroom, a mysterious place. Yes, yes. Did you guys ever see the movie? What was it? That one with Rob Schneider, where he changes places with the girl. What was that movie?
White or Hot Chick.
Hot Chick. Okay. So Hot Chick, and Rob Schneider goes into the bathroom and he's trying to pee at the urinal. The old guy's like, "Look, try to aim for that cigarette butt, or maybe that mint cake right there. You know, pick a target, grip it firmly, let it know who's boss." I don't know. That's just funny. Oh, it's everywhere. Two things the ice does, I guess maybe girls don't know about the ice trough. That in a guy's urinal, they just have this big trough, and they put ice in it, and you just walk up to it and you pee. Now, this does two things. One, because there's so many people peeing, the ice cools the urine down so it doesn't stink. But two, it saves on the flushing bill, because instead of every time somebody had to walk in and flush for water to wash it away, the ice will melt as you whiz on the electric fence, and it'll wash away. So it's two birds with one stone. And then all you got to do is have a guy come in with a bucket every few hours and dump a few buckets of ice in there. No big deal. It's actually a good idea to save on the utilities bill for a high weekend. You know, a few buckets of ice will do wonders. It'll do wonders. So if some of you guys saw that unboxing yesterday, and what I got in the mail was this light. Okay. And okay. I did. That was Troy, that was tough to watch, buddy. That was tough to watch. I mean, I guess you get drunk at Beer Fest and things go down, but always be aware of your surroundings, I guess. Nobody wants to wash their hands with pee. This is the one I just got today?
Uh-huh.
Holy crap.
I know.
Right? Yeah, right in front of the reporter. And I spoke a little bit of German, so when I saw the video, she's like, I understood like bits and pieces of what she was saying. Something like, is that guy really doing that? And yeah, he just washed his hands in the urine. It's pretty funny. I sent the video of where I hooked the other soldier's nipple up to 2-car batteries. I mailed that video into America's Funniest Home Videos. YouTube demonetized it, so I figure, if I can't make any money on YouTube, I might as well send it out to America's Funniest Home Videos. Maybe I'll hit the $1 million, maybe I'll win the $10,000 first prize and go on to the $100,000 first prize show. Win there to go on to their quarterfinal. That would be awesome, right? You know what? I was thinking about it, and I thought, if I did win $10,000, after the taxes came out, you'd be looking at about $7,000. I would honestly send $1,000 to the guy who shot the video for me and the guy whose nipple I electrocuted. That's what I would do for their role. The whole idea of the concept of this electrocution was my idea. And again, to film it, my idea, my camera. But these guys did participate, and I would never want to leave somebody out of it. So yeah, I would give them $1,000 each out of it. It would only be fair. You'd rather watch me than some of the crap that you watch? Well, I'm glad I'm at least entertaining for you. I don't feel like it's very entertaining. Sometimes you guys don't realize that I'm just a guy sitting in my living room. Just a guy sitting on my living room. I'm sitting on my floor in my living room, up against my couch. This is how I'm comfortable. And I'm in my living room. It's nothing special. I'm nothing special here. It's just me talking to you. And I enjoy it immensely. This is definitely my form of communication. Oh, Troy. This is how I like to communicate with others. I don't know. I remember when I was little once I said I never want to be a well-known person to my mom, and my mom said, "Why not?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that I wouldn't mind the attention, but I don't think I would want to be famous." And I kind of still feel that way. I don't know how that works. Like, I want my thoughts and ideas to be heard and understood and maybe talked about. Not necessarily me be there, but conversationally passing on ideas. But I don't know if I would want me, the person, Jeremy, the person, to be famous. I don't think so. Well, I understand that, Ghosted. Coming from a military family, we moved around a lot. I can't name a single friend that I knew prior to the age of 15. So I understand you that. Kill television programming. Yeah, listen to my programming. I was thinking about if I could ever try to pump subliminal messages to you guys, but I think that's be a little unfair, so I decided not to. Or did I? Hello, Ms. C. I don't think I've seen you in a while. Glad to have you back, hon. It's been a while. I don't know. I was, just by you guys hanging out with me, sometimes that means you're subjecting yourself to my experiments. And sometimes I do that to my friends, too. I'll do experiments on them, even when they don't know I'm doing them. And it never is harmful, but sometimes I just do things to see. Cody, how you doing, buddy? My day's going okay. Carson 9TV, what's up from Scotland? What pleasure to have you, Carson, from Scotland. Just watch Where the Huskies. So very cool. Watch out where the Huskies go. Huskies? I don't think I'm tracking. Chuck the Canuck. Thank you so much. I saw your comment earlier. I subscribed to your channel, and it's a pleasure to have you. I would imagine from the name the Canuck, you are from Canada, which my mom is also Canadian, and I have some Canadian family up in Nova Scotia, and so there's always a special place. Oh, you're in Nova Scotia. Look at that. How about that? I've got family up that way. And this is probably why I love the Trailer Park Boys. And oh, that would be so much fun, Carson. Well, make sure maybe we can. We'll work on that maybe, Carson. If you want to work on something, I would love to do something with you. Maybe we can iron out the details later. If you want to message me later on and on a private message, and we can like an ironing board, we can work that out. Kate Brent, I'm not familiar with the areas. I do know Letterkenny. I'm a big fan of Letterkenny. Evie doesn't like Letterkenny so much. How's it going, Cody? It's going pretty well, man. I got my light in from the VA the other day. You guys saw the video of the unboxing, or I hope you did. And what that is for is I am supposed to sit with that, and that is going to shine light on me. And that's going to make my body think that I'm getting more sunlight exposure than I need. And it's going to then up my melatonin levels. And therefore, I go night-night. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm already having conflicting interests with the idea of sitting and staring at a light. It makes me nervous. They're trying to give me cancer. Oh, I'll be happy to. Absolutely, Chuck. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely, Carson. It'd be my pleasure to, buddy. If you've already hit that subscribe button, you guys know how the world of YouTube works. When it pops up, I subscribe everybody back, and I try to watch everybody's stuff. So, David Smith, hey, makes an eye widen. Oh, well, I appreciate it. Oh man, I hope that light helps you feel better. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a try. But see, though, here I was thinking about this though. Check this out, guys. You want to hear something crazy that the kid already came up with? Joe, you're gonna appreciate this. I don't know why, but I think you will. Check this out. So I was looking at this light, right, kids? Daniel Chronic. Hello, Daniel. I wasn't planning on going. But anyway, so I was looking at this light, and I was talking to Daniel about this, right? And, oh, well, you're the man, Carson. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. What accent should we do for him? We'll do Mr. Burns here, wanting to thank Carson9 TV for tuning in and subbing. I almost had to release the hounds. Smithers, make sure his channel becomes famous. But so this light, Joe, and Joe's always a fan. He loves the Mr. Burns voice. Yes, the J-Man Show. He's always commenting on how much he likes my Mr. Burns voice. But anyway, so sunlight is bad for you. Get that out of here. So I was looking at this light, right? And they sent me, it's a full spectrum 60-watt light bulb. And I was thinking to myself, I says to myself, what other situation do you know that uses a 60-watt light bulb with a full spectrum bulb? So I started thinking to myself, I'm like, marijuana grow lights use those. Now, not saying I'm going to use this light for it, but I was like, okay, so let me get this straight. If this light would help with sleep and marijuana helps with PTSD as well as pain, if a veteran was to grow their own weed inside a controlled tent and spent at least 30 minutes in there pruning, watering, and tending to his garden, it would simulate what the effects are while growing their own medicine. Knocked it out of the park.
Come up here. Lay down, Peanut.
Not tooting my own horn, but it's a shame I'm not a genius anymore. And I say that, and it's funny, is because I used to have the IQ qualifications for one, and then they changed it, and they upped the points, and it pushed me back into being a regular Joe.
Lay down, bub.
So I used to could be, but not anymore.
Peanut, do you need to go potty?
Check my pH levels. I think they're sitting neutral at about a 6.5 right now.
Hold on.
I am on Twitter. I don't use Twitter a whole lot, only because I really only have it for the music thing. I really don't like Twitter. I'm really not a huge fan of it. I'm not really a huge fan of Instagram or Instaspam, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, Facebook is whatever. But,
Back.
oh, sad face, Ms. C. Raw fruit and veggies. Oh, nothing wrong with some good old fruits and veggies in your diet. But, see, though, I like to think of, you know, if you think of like a caveman, what would a caveman eat? Well, they'd get their hands on some fruit and veggies once in a while. Probably a little bit, quite a bit of meat once in a while, maybe some grains and oats. And that's a pretty stable diet for a person. And then, of course, good exercise is never a bad thing. Roots. We need meat. Of course we need meat, lad. We've got to have meat. They're always after me, Lucky Charms. Piper. There you go. Sad day for Canada. Oh, I know. They lost in the gold, and then one of the players. That was, it's a shame. But it's okay. It's been a big rival back and forth, so I understand the frustration. I do, and it's a lot of pressure, you know. You know, they've asked a lot of Olympians. They do ask a lot. Meat and greens. More important things going on. Yeah, JMO, just my opinion. Very true. And that's fine. Well, Daniel, you know, it's whatever. Who cares? I really don't think too much on the Olympics. They're nice to watch. They're fun. I've been enjoying curling lately. I can't believe everybody. You got a new car today, Cody. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, buddy. Animals really stress. Well, they cause stress, but I like having my furry babies around. What are you thinking on the Weinstein? What am I thinking about the Weinstein? What do I think? Well, I'm going to say this. Okay? The man himself, I'll give an opinion on. The movies is the corporation. I've always loved the Weinstein movies. And I'll always say I do because they brought us Jay and Silent Bob. So, yeah. But I think that people should have been. Is this what we're talking about, though? Is that what you wanted? Is that what you mean, Missy? Just make sure I'm on point before I start rattling off here. Z06. Ooh, well, aren't you fancy, Cody? Come give me a ride, buddy. Oh, okay. Well, the start of the Hollywood fall. Here's something that someone made a good point, though, to me, and it made a lot of sense. You know that old saying, how we've all said, I wonder who they slept with to get the part? You know that old saying? You've heard of that, right, Evie? Okay, we're acting like that this is something new in Hollywood, and this is like, that's been a standing joke. It's been around going on for so long that it became a joke. And then people are taking it seriously now. It's like, well, look, Hollywood, we've always known that you've been doing this. It's kind of what keeps people out of, like, well, I'd go to Hollywood, but, my parents are alive or something. So, and I don't mean that in a bad way. If there's an actress, if someone wants to take that offensively, it was a joke. Right? See, okay. And that's how the business, and, you want to be famous, you may gotta, or you just may gotta. And that's just not, that's why I don't go to Hollywood. This is why I'm on YouTube. This is why it's a lot less. It's a lot less of that. So, don't get me wrong. There's some because it's YouTube, but there's like no old man. If you want to make it in this town, sweetheart, let's get handling it. But whatever. Who am I to say? Got the big stogie. Come on, dear. It's not going anywhere. Movies don't make themselves. So you know what, Hollywood? This is funnier than GTA 5. Well, I appreciate it, Zach. What do you expect? Sometimes you get to Hollywood. There might be a Vina in your face or two. These are things you've come to expect. You want to be in the pictures? You want to be a big star? Coming at you, both hands. All right, enough of that. My rabbi's never going to forgive me. Piper! The hair straightening stayed a bit. Not as much as I was hoping that it was going to, but it still looks lovely. Evie was saying how unfair it was. It's not, movies don't make themselves. See, I just didn't want to say. You thought it. I partially said it. Okay, cool. Well, don't we all? I think we'd all be a lot happier if we all had a Z06. But not currently. Has that as a tattoo? What? Very educational today. I know we've strayed off so much. Normally we're here, we learn something. I slide a parable in there, and then we get a story at the end, and then afterward we all get some bread and fish. I'm sorry. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Well, I've been to the Corvette factory. What happened to the bracelets? What bracelets? Oh, my wristbands that I was talking about ordering. Well, guys, I'm just going to be honest with those. My YouTube channel it was growing to a point where it looked like ordering bracelets would have been something or wristbands would have been something that would have been feasible. But it kind of tapered off for a while, so I'm hoping maybe with the summer months coming around again, get a nice big boost in YouTube views again, pick up a nice group of subscribers that'll hold us through the winter, and then maybe we'll do wristbands, and eventually someday, maybe, I don't see myself in the near future, but maybe someday doing t-shirts for maybe like a G-bomb. I've always had an idea for a cool, like a grenade with like little cartoony hands and white gloves and, big boggle eyes, big smile on it. And that's a G-bomb because it's a green bomb. So that's something I've always thought. Or if I opened my own marijuana store, I could call it Green Bongs, whatever. Or GB Pharmaceuticals. Names be named. Corvettes rule. Your Corvette's okay. I think my Mustang would have held with your Corvette, Sip. I think my Mustang would have kept up with your Corvette. Your Corvette's got some power, don't get me wrong, but I think my Mustang would have held with your Corvette, Sip. Just a little bit lighter, and I think, and then put the top down. And so I think we would have been, I think we would have been running even, Sip. I think we would have been running even. The 5.7 versus the 5.0, you got an 85, I had a 90, it had a little bit more upgrades and things like that. And so I think, thank you, Magnetized Fishing, I appreciate it. I was telling a kid the other day, my friend came by and he brought, I guess, like his cousin or something with him, and he was talking about my YouTube channel. I was like, yeah, I do magnet fishing. And he goes, I didn't know fish were magnetic. They're not. I'm throwing it in the water to bring metal out. And he was like, oh, it was a pimple. It was a pimple. It's all gone now, but it's all dried out. So thank you for making me feel insecure about that, Shelly. I'm just teasing. Makeup? Yep. Makeup! See, there, it goes fuzzy, just like they did in Star Wars. Right? I couldn't believe the kid said, I didn't know fish were magnetic. I can just imagine it now. Someone, and a fish going by and, flopping its tail around because its head's stuck to a magnet. You're like, oh boy, we're eating tonight. Scientists figuring that out in a lab. Oh, here we go. Boink. There's a dinosaur behind me. There was. Focus, focus. There we go. Oh, you guys crack me up. You guys crack me up so much. Now, I will say this with the live streams. I'm going to be separating them a little farther, except for the Morning Joe and a Jay show. Subscribership be damned on that one. We will be here every day for the Joe and a Jay show. That is without question. That goes without saying. And I think we're approaching what today? So we got 8 days left here. We're looking at something like 20 days, 21 days left until the Joe and a Jay show is back. 20 days, 20 short days, guys. And the Joe and a Jay show is back on live. I'm excited. You should be excited. Everybody should be excited. Because, of course, the Joe and a Jay show is coming back. And the first time we did it, wasn't sure how it was going to go. Now there is a playlist, so you guys can always... maybe that would be a good idea to have a countdown to a Joe and a Jay show. I could set a reminder to the day you're going to be here to remind everybody the first Joe and a Jay show day. Here it goes again. Hello? Here she comes. No. Somebody the other day got to hear it where I got her to say hello back. Oh, there she is. Hello. Hello. She's like a shark. You can just see her tail. Like Jaws for like 60 minutes of the movie. You just saw the fin. Hi, Piper.
You have one thumbs down.
Uh-oh, I have a thumbs down.
But 12 watching right now.
Oh, that's okay. A thumbs down. I swear to gosh, I know it's one of you guys. And I know when you're not watching, too, because it's always the one person who gives me one thumbs down. And for a while, I was watching my videos, and I missed seeing the one thumbs down. And I'm like, oh, who's not thumbs downing me? Somebody's always giving me a thumbs down, but they watch consistently. So, I mean, I can't say anything negative about that, but I would just, I'm fine if it's not me, not me, buddy. Thumbs up. Oh, well, that's fine. I mean, that's no big deal. But it's just, oh no, guys, you don't have to worry about it. It's fine. It's there's one person, but it's like good to know that I like to see the thumbs down because it lets me know they're still there. So like, it's kind of like when you hear the story about a pizza guy who's used to having a guy call in every Wednesday for an order, and then he doesn't, so they just go by the house and the guy's like laying on the floor like, help me, I've fallen and can't get up. It's similar to that. I worry about my thumbs downer. If I see 2 thumbs down, I'm like, okay, well, that's consistent. But that 1 thumbs down guy, I worry about him. Is he okay? How's his day? Is it stressful? Is this him just taking it out on me? That's okay. Boo on you, Mr. Thumbs Down. He's a boo. Shame. I've got that there's 14 watching. I've got that there's 14 of you crazy cats and kittens kicking it with me in my crib. Oh, look at all that together we put. And I have no idea why it just popped into my head, but this is how it goes, Raindrops and roses and warm woolen mittens. Snowflakes that stay on my... Fuck, I messed it all up. Brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. There, I got it out. It's I guess not. When I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Good movie, by the way. All hail the J-Man. I'm well aware of the whiskers on kittens. Don't tell me how to do my job. Maybe I was doing that for copyright purposes. You didn't think about that now, did you, David Smith? I'm just teasing. Home Depot, Arnold voice. Welcome to Lowe's. Glad to have you stopping by. Just so you know, there's a sale. Hammers, $4.95. Lowe's knows. That would be if Arnold was a door greeter at Lowe's. Welcome to Walmart. Will you have a return? I'm going to have to go ahead and put a sticker on that. Customer service is this way. Damn, there goes another. Yeah, what are you going to do? Oops, there goes. Cool voices. Oh, well, yeah, Miz. If you haven't been here before, I do lots of voices. Maybe I don't do so many voices. Maybe I'm just relaying to you what the voices in my head say. Yeah, voices have always been something I've enjoyed doing, though. I've always been able to change my voice. It's a lot of fun. Oh, there we go. Thinking. I'm just relaying the message in my head. Is an old man? Well, that's nice. At least you have somebody to keep you company with a different perspective on life. That's always nice. I don't know. Richie fell off his tree. Wow, how does he do that? I've been working on my Ricky Gervais. It's not a very difficult voice. Now, when I do Brad, I got Brad's voice. That requires pulling of the nose. So my girlfriend, mom, and dad don't like me. Well, then welcome to a relationship. Who does? Oh, well, thank you. It's too bad you don't love this voice. You just love the voices I can do, but not my voice. Which is fair. I'll take it. You don't love my voice, the clan. Just Peter Lorraine. Peter Lorraine, is it? Right. Hello, Mug. Hello, love. You do like me accent, right? Right, Missy. I like your accent as well. Right, it comes off very nice. And it's always a pleasure. Can you do a Stoke accent? Which one's a Stoke, mate? I think you mean, are you talking about when we talk about like doing more of like this voice? Because that's not very difficult either. More if you mean from the Liverpool. Voices have always been something I've always been enjoying. Bit slower than Liverpool. Right. A little bit slow. Right. Glad to have you coming on by.
Great record. We love your stuff. Me and Paul McCartney here just hanging out, writing songs, wanting to be on the album.
Your cousin's here.
Which one?
Phil.
Oh.
Fun fact for you folks. Oh, I did it again. Fun fact for you folks. So, if you guys didn't know, fell off his tree, and my wife, Evie, can you say cheers, Shug? Cheers, Shug. Did I say it right, Miss C? Did I say it? Is it cheers, Shug? Like, kiss against the bow. Zoom, boom. Oh, that's Ace. Oh, well, then cheers, Shug. I like that. I'm going to use that more often. I like that. The only one we know of Shug is Suge Knight.
No, I was thinking from, oh, what's that? King of the Hill.
Hi up, Bob.
Suge.
Shug. Hey, Shug.
Yep.
You're just jealous, Hank. John Redcorn's a healer. Nancy's never been happier. Killing's what I do, Hank. Dale Gribble. If the government... Hank, I want you to come over to my house and help me set up security.
Now, damn it, Bill, why are you set... Now, wait, is it... Dale, why in the world are you setting up cameras?
Damn it, Hank. If the government's gonna watch me, I'm gonna watch them, Hank.
Cheers, Shug. Oi, cheers, Shug. Now, I guess... Hold on, let me do it in Australian. So, if we're doing an Australian accent with it, it'd be like... Hello there, love. Hey, cheers, Shug. Right. Cheers to you, mate. Hey, water me, mate. Come on this way, roundabout. Tip top. Where's the bobbies? I'm sorry, no, I'm just getting retarded. It's what I do. It's what I do. And I do it for you. And that is true. But it's still cool that I do it for you and who. Put a shrimp on the barbie. But I know for a fact you guys don't say put a shrimp on the barbie in Australia. But I've always said this. I've always had like, and I'm not going to say it, like, some of the most, I would say that the most sexy women in the world, I would have to be honest to say, would be an Australian girl. It's just the accent only. It's just, but there's, you know how people just have a fascination with some accent. You like British accents, right? Okay, I've always had a fascination with the Australian accent.
Some British accent.
Right. What songs could we do? Oh, never mind. Somebody once told me the world was gonna rout me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. I don't know how well that was, but I did my best. I did my best, and that's all I can do. Crikey. I'm sorry, clan. Have I not been... I apologize, you guys. You know, I subscribe to everybody, so I'm always trying. What, Skippy? There's a boy stuck in a water hole. What are our local sayings? That's not mine, officer. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I caught myself off guard with that one. Oh, one should pay for such a thing. Oh, well, very good, very good. See, that's when you actually get someone to actually laugh out loud, that they actually put LOL and they mean it. They're like, I laughed out loud. Local sayings around here, though. See, I don't know where this town that I'm in is such a, it's a hub. this is a hub of a town. People are always in coming and going. That there's really like it's just there's so many different people from all over this area that there's like I don't know if like sayings don't go out at 5. I mean, don't drive on the roads at 5 is like a legit thing. People tell each other, hey, if you're gonna when you just moved here, don't get on this road and this road at 5 o'clock. Traffic's gonna be retarded. Wait till 6. That's a saying. Fixin'? No, it's not fixing, Sip. It's fixin'. I'm fixin'. Fixin. Now, if you guys haven't learned how the word fixin' is, fixin' is like I'm fixin' to go to the store. I was fixin' to come on by your place. I was fixin' to head that way. I'm fixin' to go to town, you know. So, fixin'. I'm fixin' to head over. I was fixing to head that way, so yeah. No, not getting a fix. Totally different. You wouldn't say it like that. I was just fixing, like if I was we're gonna go to Walmart. So someone says, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" Well, hey man, I was getting ready. I was fixing to run to Walmart, but when I get back, I'll give you a call.
Like you're going.
Yeah, like I'm heading that way. Right, no, don't get me wrong. Now, we have the word fixing, like, hey, you know, what are you doing tonight? I am fixing the car. That's another way, but you drop the G and that's fixing. So I'm fixing to head to the store. Now, don't get me wrong. So, like, well, what's going on? Well, the truck broke down, so I'm fixing tonight, and I was fixing to head to the parts store to pick up some parts to come home and fix the truck. See how that works? That's all. That's all. Okay, cool. Oh, well, sure, man. I try to watch so many videos, guys. I only have 2 eyes. I do my best. Now you understand. See, we're going to Americanize you guys just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Don't want you guys, you know. I want you guys to think of that even no matter how much, you know, you hear about America, there's at least one cool American you guys know. And you know what? You guys give me cred because then I get to say that I have friends all over the world, which that's cool, man. That's cool, man. That's cool. So, hello, Mr. Combs. How are you? Oh, well, I try to be. You guys have no idea that like when this camera stops, this doesn't stop. I just stopped recording, and I'm still sitting here looking at things, and I'm like, you know, potatoes and cheese, and Evie is like, what the hell? I'm like, just trust me. Do we have potholes on our highway? No, actually, Tennessee, the state I'm in, is our roads are actually very, very nice here. And Daniel, who's from Boston, up in Boston, you know the Boston accents. You know you're not nothing, boy. You're gonna come on down here. You're gonna come to my harbor. Well, I work in my place of business in front of my kid, and you're gonna say that. Not where I'm from, Chucky. So he's from Boston, and he was saying that the roads down here are very nice compared to Boston, and they are because, good Lord, it's like on a roller coaster. That's New York, Boston. Okay, you Boston accent, so. Well, I just do you, Sip, if I do you. Ain't not for nothing, do you? Come on down, you know, everybody's gonna take care of you, you know? You go see Vinny, and he's gonna hook you up. He's a good kid. He's gonna take care of you, okay? Oh, really? Well, Tennessee, we're running a surplus in our state for budget. So we have really nice roads, and we've got lots of open land, and then we've got nice little pockets of cities. Some of it reminds me of Germany. Then there's parts that are just like really open. We drive anywhere you can. Well, that's because you drove on the left, and for years you guys been wearing the road down improperly. So that's all that's happened there. Hey, brother, help everything is all well. Absolutely, Tennessee Adventures, and there's another one of my Tennessee peoples. I was just telling everybody here, Tennessee Adventures, TA. I'm going to call you TA. I'm going to tell you, TA, I was just telling them how great Tennessee is. Our roads are actually really pretty good. We have nice highways. Good stuff. Tennessee is beautiful. It's people have no idea. They think so much of I don't even know what they think of Tennessee. But it's so nice here. It really is. There's so much different. You know, you can go to East Tennessee and be in the mountains. You can be there's plains in the middle. There's rolling hills. There's rivers. There's streams. There's amazing stuff to do. Tennessee's kind of got a little bit of everything, and Nashville is kind of like LA that got caught in the dryer. So, and that's a joke from my dad. I stole that joke. That's not my joke. But you guys, I know the creator. My dad wrote that joke, so I think he'll be okay with me borrowing it for this live stream. But wow, it's so nice to have you. Oh yeah. Not tonight, Cody. I'm not going to be on too much longer. I will have to do some more calls to say thank yous. My dad, yeah, he's a cool cat. He's a cool guy. I know who my dada is. Sip goes, your dada is cool. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. He comes up with some interesting stuff. I'd love to have a conversation with him because my brain is so random and his is so logical. It'd be fun to bounce the two off and see what we come up with. If you guys think that I come up with interesting stuff to learn, you should check out his stuff. It's insane in the membrane. Like you have no idea. But putting all that aside, put that in a box. Who would win a Monopoly? Oh, that's me. My dad doesn't possess the cutthroatness that's necessary to win in Monopoly. And I know the key to Monopoly, and I learned the strategy to Monopoly, and I don't lose in Monopoly. The only way I lose in Monopoly is if people decide to team up against me and purposely sacrifice a player to beat me. That's how I lose in Monopoly, but I do not lose in Monopoly. Fun fact for you, though, the original first Monopoly board was a circle. Most people don't know that. Oh. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of Monopoly. I knew I was having a good time when I got the Iraqi interpreters to quit playing the game because they're like, this damn Jew. I was like, you're a circle. Your nan told you that? Well, we have one in our local museum here, and when I was a kid, I saw it, and I was like, well, how about that? It's round, and they have all the original monies to it and the original pieces, and it was actually a game that was invented in the 1920s during the Great Depression because it wanted to give people, the family, household, a sense of like owning something and being able to be the big rich person. So, there's an Australian version of Monopoly board. They actually make a Monopoly board called Clarksvillopoly, and it's a Monopoly board made specifically for our town. We have a Nan in our local museum. No, I don't. Well, maybe, you never know. No, we had a round Monopoly board in our local museum. Maybe somebody's Nan was working in the local museum, and maybe they have a stand for her. I don't know. I want to get one for my city and put it in my collectibles room. Hello? Always makes her stop. I collect some old bottles. I have some old bottles that go to my Coke machine. I have a 1970s upright bottle style Coke machine in my basement. Got that years ago. Oh, you do? That's so cool. Now I want your collection, Patrick. When am I going magnet fishing again? Gotta wait for... I know I'll be going magnet fishing within at least the next 20-something days, because Daniel's going to be here, and we're going to do some magnet fishing. If he'll bring his metal detector and stop being a little sissy ninny girl about it. What was it? Hold on. What's it from? What's it from, the elf?
Cotton-headed ninny muggin.
Yeah, Sip will stop being a cotton-headed ninny monger. Muggin. Sip will stop being a cotton-headed ninny muggin. Then, and brings his metal detector, then we can go do that too. Oh, well, that would be fun, man. Heck, absolutely. Let me know. I'd love to meet up someday. Maybe we could do that. That'd be a lot of fun. You silly nanny. That's all you can come up with, Sip, is calling me a silly nanny. Don't cut me too deep, Daniel. Oh, this is fun. Bart. I think it's Bob Barker, isn't it? TSA won't steal it. Just bring it as a carry-on, Sip. Just put it in your bag as a carry-on and be like, this is mine and it's staying with me. And they won't give you any problems with it. It's a metal detector and it says National Geographic on it, you know? No one's going to care. Just bring it through. You can check one bag and then... Well, yeah, but you're not checking the bag, Sim. You could check your clothes in the duffel bag and then just use one of the army backpacks. Throw it in there. It fits. I know it does. I saw it. I was there. And use that as your carry-on. And no one's going to mess with it, man. What's TSA? TSA is the people who check all your security checks here in America. We have security here at our airport, so they have a special department that the government does, so when you go through... No, I don't get any Australian TV. I tried to start watching Are You Being Served, the Australian version, and I couldn't do it. It was not the same. And Patrick says hello, Evie.
Hello.
You're gonna do the airbag chair, huh? No, it'd be fine. It's a metal detector. The metal detector is going to set off the metal detector. That would actually be a funny video, setting off the metal detector with the metal detector. You could just, like, if they give you any problems with it, pull it out and start wanding yourself. See, I got nothing on me. That's funny.
Peanut, stop.
A little bit. I got up wicked early this morning. Wicked early. Just been a weird sleep schedule. So I got to stay up though. We're gonna muscle through it. I got an energy drink in the fridge. Beep beep. Yes. See, this is why I love Sip. There's like a million running jokes that Sip and I have together, and only him and I understand them, and they're hilarious. We'll bust out laughing in public with our jokes, and nobody gets it. Nobody understands, or you have to understand what it is we're talking about to understand the jokes. Roadhouse. Oh, that's Dr. House. So what time is it here? It's 7 o'clock in the evening, Ms. C. Aw, Peanut's licking the kitty. No, I don't want to. Don't tell me how to do my job. Your one silly thing for hitting 50 subs? Huh. I don't know. It's crazy that I got 18 people in here hanging out. I usually don't ever have this many joining the party. But I'm glad you guys all are here. Glad to have you. You beat your face, Durant. Ah. Oh, did he? Aha, I told you. It's somebody here. And I kind of like the mystery. I enjoy the mystery. Oh, it was Miss C who did it. It was Miss C. Oh, do you? You crochet? Evie crochets. She taught herself by watching YouTube videos. And she's amazing at it. She made blankets and she makes beanie hats for in the winter. Meant you coughing. Oh, no, yeah. No, actually, it hit the right spot. It hit the right spot. You got the right one, baby. Oh, you did as well, Patrick. That's amazing. I think that's an invaluable skill to have.
What?
Crocheting. You can make clothes. Can she make a metal detector? Actually, I bet Evie could make a metal detector. It wouldn't be very difficult.
I'd have to watch a video and follow it.
Well, technically all you need is a battery, 2 pieces of copper wire, and a nail, which will make a simple magnet. And then if you run it over metal, it should attach to it, and that would be a metal detector. Next. No, Sip, you're going to bring yours. Or I'm going to pull up to you at the airport, and if I don't see 2 bags, I'm leaving you there. Does she knit? No, she does not knit. I have been interested in thinking about getting a dredge for dredging for gold and a nice high banker. And then when Sip comes down, getting my license to go high banking with gold. Oh, well, very nice. That's awesome. Maybe you make me one someday, huh? But, let's see. Everyone hit the thumbs up. Here's my thumb. Ow! I hit my thumbs up. That was funny. That's a play on words. I'm sorry, I'm goofy. I'm not sorry. I'll never apologize for me being the way I am. I'm weird, definitely.
Piper.
But that's okay. I like being the way I am. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I like watching Cody's lab. He comes up with some really cool things. And I love his property that he's got out there, and it doesn't look like he has to cut the grass. Just saying. You know, that's one of the appeals of Colorado. Not a lot of grass growing, so you have to worry about cut. You know, I was thinking to myself just a second ago. I was saying to myself, I said, Self, we haven't had an interruption all this stream. That's amazing. And I was like, should I say something? No, I'll let it go. 10 minutes later, our first one. Well, guys, we're gonna be winding it down here in just a little bit. We got a little more minutes. Don't start rushing out immediately. Oh, screw this, he's done. You got a few minutes. You never know. We come up with some of the wackiest stuff at the last second. I may stay on just a little bit longer, for you guys. Since there's so many people hanging out, I wouldn't want to be the, I wouldn't want to pull this plug on this party.
Pooper.
Exactly, not just yet. So we're going to run a little more than an hour for sure. So you guys stick around and see. Look at you guys bouncing already. They're like, oh, flood to another streamer. You know, let's see this guy count coins. No, stick around for a second. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, Phil, that's no worries. I understand. You guys in other countries over the pond. Time difference is ridiculous. I'm aware. So I apologize for coming on so late. You know what? I bet if you put all that in, there would be a video. Or it wouldn't be, or there'd be some website for that. Maybe. I was thinking about getting one. I'm expecting a YouTube to send me some show me the money. And so if they do, I might just get myself a... I was debating on whether using that to go see Sip up in Boston or get myself a metal detector. Going to see Sip would be a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. Oh, see, Ms. C, I thought you were saying, see you, oi. And I was like, oh, Ms. C is leaving, oi. Oi. So I'm glad you're not, Ms. C. I see you. And you see me. Again, as always, though. Oh, well, that's always an exciting time, isn't it? Nothing like the old police come knocking. And you're at home just trying to, do your thing. And, oh no. Well, that's interesting, huh? To say the least. Well, I will say this, guys. This has been a very fruitful live stream for myself. I don't normally... Can we borrow a cup of brown sugar? We don't normally have such a large audience joining us. I'm very happy to see that it's growing. This is very encouraging. Prefer tea. I like coffee, mate. But it's always a pleasure to see. Oh, look at this. You guys are just coming through in a clutch. Normally we don't have this many people stopping into the stream. I don't know. Maybe everyone's just like, it's Thursday, one day away, one more to go. Everyone's excited and jittery. So you guys are sticking around, going on YouTube. I love it. I Love it. We're not getting into the tea, Patrick. We're not going to get into the tea. We won't get into the tea. I'm not going to tell the bathtub story again. Now at least I have a video, so anytime someone says, why do you have a bathtub on your ankle, I think I'm just going to reference them. Go find my video where I explain why I have a bathtub tattooed on me. And I think that'll just be easier than every time we have a new person who joins us who might happen to see my tattoo or when we bring it up in conversation. Instead of always trying to explain it, because it is a long story, guys. But it's only worth telling in the absolute of most detail possible. Because every bit of it makes it's a scone. It's a scone. Stuck in the mud. Well, I put that as my new tagline now, so anyone who comes to visit my channel, it says, I lick yellow snow and get stuck in the mud. Don't hump the cat's face. Don't hump the cat's face. He has soaked her head completely.
Peanut, stop.
Well, she doesn't seem to mind. It's just as long as he's not humping her, it's fine. It's interspecies erotica, and I just don't want that. That's not. We're a family channel here. We don't do that kind of thing. I don't talk with those kind of people. Get a room. A mud room? Oh, the mud room. Yeah. Get more subs. I would love more subs. This always helps to get. Did we pick up more subs? I don't think so. I'm not aware. Animal porn? Yeah. That would be funny. It's not animal porn. It's interspecies erotica. Might get more subs. Bathtub vid for Jay Greenbaum. Ha! Yep, there it is. So if you guys ever wondered why I have a bathtub tattooed on my leg, that's the video that'll explain why. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. Look at that. That's teamwork. Joe, I appreciate it. You put the ME in team. That was a play on words. No new subs that I can see. Maybe one, but it won't come through either way. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like it worked good. Kinky Kelly and the sexy stud. Somebody else knows that one. Wait, who's Kinky Kelly? I'm Kinky Kelly. I thought Kelly was a girl. Kelly can be a boy's name too. Well, who's the sexy stud? He's the sexy stud. Oh, wait. I don't know how. Maybe I got it backward. I'm the sexy stud. That's Kelly. But Kelly's a girl's name. Kelly can be a guy's name too. Oh, that was a good movie. Jason Mewes did such a good job on the wild horses scene. Goodbye, horses. He did a wonderful job on that. That movie is nothing but gold. GoBots are the Kmart of Transformers. Thank you. That's what I've been trying to tell him. Oh, that's funny. One ring to rule them all. One ring to bind them. And in the darkness, or one ring to find them, and in the darkness bind them. Oh, Lord of the Rings nerds. Everybody's walking in that movie. Here, this is the first movie. This is the second movie. Oh. This is the third movie. Even the trees walk in the Lord of the Rings. Everybody's just walking. The whole movie is pretty much 3 movies of people walking. Well, good night. It was appreciate you stopping by Magnetized Fishing. It was a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you so much. Oh, that movie is just chock full. If you guys have never seen Clerks 2, it was an amazing movie. Movies! The whole movie is just funny. Quit picking on Elias. He opens the door from the bathroom and he's sitting there taking a dump. Quit picking on Elias, and a customer sitting there with his daughter. He sees him taking a poo. Man, this burger tastes like, this food tastes like piss and flies. but it was free. Oh, yeah. Well, what it is no, it's they're not at the Quick Stop in this one. Clerks was the first movie that introduced Jay and Silent Bob. So Clerks 2 was they're no longer at the store. They're now at a Mooby's burger joint. And it picks up from there, but Jay and Silent Bob still hung out. Oh, okay. Smoking weed, drinking beers. Who's got the beers? You got the beers? I got pulled over in Venice Beach. For what? Driving with the deployed airbag. Apparently that's against the law. You can't drive with the deployed airbag. Doesn't seem like it's going to be much of a hinder anymore once it's deployed. But I guess if you cut it off or something, I don't know.
Peanut.
$15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. Nah. If you don't, then you know you're gonna owe me. What kind of Jesus birdsong freak did you bring me to? If you read the Bible, you'll learn all kinds of crazy shit in there. Like, did you know Jesus was a Jew? Yeah. Oh, that movie is just hilarious. Everything in it is gold. Oh, brought to you by the Weinstein people, by the way. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me. That was great, yeah. Remember Hole in the Wall? Sip and I were one time discussing something. You guys are familiar with the show Hole in the Wall, and it started in Japan. And the way Sip and I found out about it really early on is Sip was telling me about how there's some people up in Massachusetts that believe that little miniature people live in the wall, live in the holes in the wall, small little gnomes. And they come out and mess with you. And he's like, I know people that believe in these things, like truly, wall gnomes. So I typed man in hole in wall, and it came up with hole in wall. But in Japan, of course, they go over the top with everything. So it was really funny to watch this show, and we found hole in the wall. And for probably about a week of drinking, that was our viewing entertainment. So, hole in the wall. It was interesting enough. Well, okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to cut the video short. We've got 22 thumbs up now. Thank you so much to everybody who stopped by to make this stream actually really pop. I'm going to try to load a video for you guys tomorrow, and then the day after that, I'll be live with another stream. If I don't pop in tomorrow for a random surprise one, we'll see how it goes. You guys are sharing and coming into this video is kind of giving me a little extra inspiration. Share on your social media. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Tag some people you think might enjoy and actually watch this. That would be great. If you missed some of this, yeah, when the stream ends, go back, start at the beginning. We didn't do a whole lot. We were just being silly, goofy, stupid as usual. But I appreciate all of you guys stopping in and wasting some of your life with me. So thank you so much, and we'll see you guys soon. You take it easy now. Bye. Oh, I missed the button.